the new little location I'm trying, and hopefully I can get a little bit of a live stream. Not sure how long, but I thought I would give it a shot today. Drink of the day is a Lipton green tea, white peach, not sponsored. Lipton tea. Why aren't you sponsoring me? I still think this is my favorite green tea in the watermelon. Just love them. And they're two of the hardest ones to get. No wonder, right? So you might see me put on a mask, and that's because I'm in an open area. I'm not going to have the typical paintings today that I normally do. I'm going to be showing you all some artwork that I've been doing over time, and sharing some things that are different than my paintings. I do the paintings, and they're fun. Hey, Foxy Wolf, you caught me today. I think what happens when they live stream in, the reason they're coming private, you notice I went and made it public. What happens is when I'm going off, closing the live stream down, for some reason, it automatically goes private, and you have to go back in and set it to public. So I have figured that out. So hopefully we don't have any more of those. Like I said, there you go. Like I said, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I have been doing a lot of different crafts over time, and I'm going to try to introduce some of the crafts that I have done that are so different. Yeah, now that I know that that's happening, it took me a while to figure out what you were saying, and I was like, oh, how about if I hit this little button? It might work. So, as I was saying yesterday's live stream, I have a new roommate, and because she's in there, to give her the space and stuff, I will be doing my live streams in a more open area. So I have to be a little bit more careful that no one, I don't get anyone's face in here. So if you see me put it down real quick, know that's why. Somebody's come up where I'm at. I'm in a very back area, so I don't think anybody will come until lunch, and that's like an hour and something off before I see anybody coming. But I wanted to show you some things. They're called diamond paintings. Have you ever seen diamond paintings? And if you're wondering what I'm doing here on my right-hand side, I am pulling out all these diamond paintings that I have done. And I'll show you. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling real good, and that's the reason I did a real quick one. Plus, I didn't drink much for it while I was doing it. Cool. Well, I was going to show you all the ones that I've done. Show you the one that I'm working on. Right now, do you remember the clay paintings that I did? The clay pieces that I made? On the canvases. Well, they dried and fell right off the canvases. But what did happen is none of those pieces broke. And so what I was able to do is I took them off. I took a picture of what they looked like on the board. So they're still good. I got some Jot glue. It's not quite as good as I prefer. I'd rather have the East 3000, or it's either E3000 or E6000. I always get that confused, one or the other. But where I was at, Jot was there, and it's $1.25. So we're going $1.25. I took those canvases, and I'll show you the canvases tomorrow. And then the next day, hopefully I can show you what I'm doing with the pieces before I glue them on. But hey, 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 you beautiful person. Thanks for coming in and joining us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you those tomorrow that I painted. And they look really cool. I did a pour on them. And so I'm going to show you the pour tomorrow. And I'm going to show you how I poured it. That's okay. I was AWOL last week, so you didn't miss anything last week. I had a doctor's appointment. I'll run down what happened last week. So after I got So, yeah, how you been doing, funeral host? Are you feeling any better? Foxy, how are you doing? I haven't heard much how you're doing either. There is something, and there you go. I finally got it off screen. It was blocking, on my side, it was blocking right in the middle of my eye, and it was driving me crazy. But what I did, oh, good. That is good to hear. So what I did is I went last week, I had an appointment with my pain doctor. Thank God, he's understanding, and they were able to figure out some new kinds of medication to approach. Plus, I go in for injections on the 4th of the month of April. You have to wait so many days, and it's the last set of injections I can get for 3 months. Hope it lasts a little bit longer. And you can tell I'm tired, and I'll tell you that story in a minute. So anyhow, I did that. So that was one day with therapy and everything. I was beat. And then my dad came Friday, and we went. Okay, well, this probably isn't the best place to tear up, but you probably only want to know it. Is it, have you doctor know yet, funeral host? You don't want to leave them out. That's third person's know. Yeah, what is it? If it's, I got real worried. A couple years ago, I had real bad pain. We couldn't figure out what it was, and I've had it removed 3 times, and now it's the size of a softball. Okay, get on. So you'll give us an update on the 28th or the 29th. Hope to talk to you then, all right? But well, see, mine was this real big thing, and it turned out to be a lipoma, which is a fatty tumor, not cancerous or anything. And what they did with it is they cut it out, and it came back, and they cut it out, and now it's a softball size, and I need to count out again. So that's something that happened, and you can hear as people going by, they're saying hi to me. So, but yeah, I had that lipoma, and it's like back like this. It's like a softball, and it's right on my back, and the pain is coming more because it presses down on my hip. It's right between my hip and right above my hip on my lower, between left of my spine. Yeah, and that's what's happening, Foxy Wolf. It's come back 3 times. And this is the 3rd time. And they keep cutting it out, and it's not on the top layer. It's down deep into the hip and comes out. And the doctor told me he didn't think he'd ever be able to get it out, that it was going to just keep coming back. And so it's like right above my hip on my left side. Yeah, I'm doing the thing. So it's right above my head on the left side. And what happens is when it gets hit my sciatica nerve. I can't say it right. Once it starts hitting that, I can't do anything, and that's when we go in and take it back off. So be careful with them. If it's anything like that, it's nothing, it's not cancerous anything, it's just buildup of fat. And you can get them anywhere in your body, even your face, your neck. If you want to see a lot of lipomas, pull up the Dr. Pimple Popper. They do a lot of the lipomas. They remove a lot of lipomas. So, like I said, last week did the pain doctor, kind of got some new things, going to have injections on the 4th. Me and my dad went out and we went driving around an area looking for those, I call them single signs. You know, not everything ends up in the newspaper. You might own one apartment building with 4 or 5 apartments, and you just put up a sign. And we ran into that at a couple of these places. One of them was a 4-plex. That's it. Sciatic nerve. And it gets a pinch in that. That's when I have to go get mine off, and it hasn't hit there yet. They like get that big before they take it every time. But we went around and we found some, and I laughed. We found this one. It was an old building. It had to be built in the 50s. So it was a 4-plex, okay? 2 down, 2 up. And 1 bedroom, 1 bath in each one of the units. And I thought, this can't be that bad. It can't be that expensive. $995 a month. Almost $1,000 for 1 bedroom, 1 bath with no amenities. No electric, no amenities at all. Just a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I was just like floored. I couldn't believe it. And then I did another one. Hey, you want to say hi to the live stream? You want to say hi to the live stream? I know. We're getting somebody join us in the live stream. Say hi. This is Misty.
Hi. Hello. Oh, my thing broke.
Her thing broke. That's cool. She is our dietary manager.
Yeah. So who are we talking to?
These are on my YouTube.
Oh, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, so you're talking the Foxy Wolf and the funeral host are on there right now. And this is Misty.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, and they waved back at you. So that's where I'm at, is in the dining room. So if you see people going out of this room here, they're getting ready for dinner. So they're going in and out. So, oh my God. I was floored. It was just a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Old building. We're not talking about, there's no swimming pool, there's no water, nothing extra. No dishwasher, none of that stuff. Just a basic 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no dishwasher, no, nothing. $995 a month. Then I found this other place, just had a little sign. I went, we'll try it. $895 for an efficiency apartment. Efficiency, which I'm telling you what that means to me right now, is 1 room with a side bath. $895 a month. It didn't even have 2 rooms, except if you count the bathroom as a room. At least a 1-bedroom apartment usually has at least a dining room and a bedroom. These had a room and a bath for $800. So I passed that up. And then these old buildings don't have apartments or anything. It was a long bunch of apartments. They told me that the first month's rent was free, and right now they had a $250 security deposit. And I went, $250 security deposit? These will be cheap apartments. $1,100 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. And there's like 8 apartments in the thing. I was like, you're making close. Yeah, and let your friends stay in it when it's a little bit less expensive. I had to do that. People laugh right into the screen. Yeah, let me stay in it, and I'll manage your apartments. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just crazy. And the woman with the 1,100, I said, I'll have to pass. And she said, why? It's really reasonable. I said, I make $1,300 a month. I think 1,100 would be out of my range. So, cause like here's 1148 is my part I have to pay. And Medicare and Medicaid pays all the rest. It's $1148 a month. All my meals and cooking and everything are done. All my medication's taken care of. So I'm like, I wouldn't leave here, but I can't leave. I'm having to pay $1,100 a month because I won't have any groceries in my house. So me and my dad, we talked again today. We've got a different area we're going to hit. We're figuring if I can get $500 a month rent, because that's what I was paying on my car. If I could get $500 a month rent, that we can make it. Guys, my grocery bill is relatively light, and I will get food stamps. I'll have home health and stuff like that, and they give me that $2,500 to get me in a place. So, but yeah, it's just crazy how much it costs around here. So that was Friday, and my roommate moved in this week, and I'm gonna give her space to not do live streams in the room. So this is kind of a quiet spot at this time of the day for me to come out and do live streams. Plus, as people come in for dinner, I won't have to leave and come down. I'll just be here. Basically, it's just workers walking in and out at this time of the day. So that works a lot. I was going to show you my diamond paintings. And what's really cool is there's sun. And you probably have noticed sun on this side of my face. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see it better. And oh yeah, wait until you see these in the sun. It's the first time I've really seen them in the sun myself. And I'm gonna still invest in the gimbal. I got to get it. Oh man, wait until you see these. So here we go. I'll turn this. So here are my diamond paintings. Can you see this glitter and glow? Look at that. Here's all the different ones I've been doing. Yeah. And the space ones are for my front room. Look at this one. I think someone has taken this, and if they haven't, I'm going to probably give that to my niece. That's who I'd like to give it. I think I'm going to give it to my niece anyhow. Then this is my dad's. I made my dad a different one, but my dad preferred this and the cabin or which one, the cabin or this one? I gotta remember you all are behind on me, so I gotta take more time. So are you talking purple? Or are you talking cabin? This one reminds me of the Smokies. Yeah. So this in here is my dad's. And this is my niece's. My other niece. I have two nieces, and she's more a mountainy girl. So this is hers. Oh, both. Oh, me too. I love purple. I know my one niece, she's so big into purple, she'd love that one. And then I've got this, and that's going to my other niece. So both of those are for nieces. Then these are ones that I'm going to either abandon or send to friends of mine, are these. So I've got this one, and I got this one. These are the ones I got that we split, that I showed you that we were pulling out of the case. I think I have 6 of these. And then these are for this is for my living room. This is a big 20 by 24. It's a big print. And then this is a 16 by 20. So, something you all don't know about me, I gotta flip you around for anybody that comes in. There you go. I'm gonna set you down while I'm putting these up. Something you all don't know about me is that I am a Star Trek. I'm a trekker. I'm not just trekking, I'm a true trekker. I love everything Star Trek. And I have collected Star Trek for years. I've been collecting straws. Oh, thank you so much. I've been collecting Star Wars for the last 45 years. I have all kinds of characters. I have all kinds of yes, that is the best way to do it. This is when I started, and I've got to get the right colored beads. Oh, yes. Okay, let me go back to what you said. I know. Oh, man, I am. And, you know, there's a difference between a Trekkie and a trekker. And I'm a trekker because I like all things Star Trek. And I will tell you, one of the funniest times you would have loved, if you like Star Trek in any way, you will love this because it is fun. So my 40th birthday's coming. Well, I don't know if it was my 40th birthday. One of my birthdays was coming up. And they were releasing the new Star Trek with the new characters, okay? So I go with a friend of mine. He's all excited for me to go see this. Oh, jealous here, jealous here. I never got to meet anybody. My hero is Nichelle Nichols, and she just recently left us. So here's what happened to me. See, everybody has somebody different that they were in love with. And Nichelle was mine. Nichelle was my girl. Um, I'm, I love what all Michelle's done. So, yeah, that's my girl, is Michelle Nichols. And, I'll put this back in here in a little bit. So, I don't know if you, oh, this is the one I'm working on right now. I've got, and this is how you can tell the difference. So I'm going to set this down and show you one half beat. Oh, half beat it. So if you can tell, this part is beaded, the trees are beaded. But if you look closely, see how this is all beaded? And these are the letters. Let me try to get this up where you can see it better. So like you can see the sparkly on the tree. So all the trees are done, but see how they're sparkly and the above sparkly? And in this part it's not, has any, it doesn't have any beads. So as I'm moving it, you can tell the reflection and how it does that. Make sure I'm missing chat. So, what I plan on doing, I have always wanted to do this and never could do it because I had people I lived with and I didn't agree with it. Yeah, there you go, it's full. Shatner has farms here in Kentucky. We tried to go on his farm. Oh, man. Well, I would have loved to have met him and meet him. I did. Okay. There's so much when it comes to Star Trek. I have to find. I gotta have my book. I wrote a mini book. If you've read there's not only is there the movies, but there's these books that fill in different parts of the movies. Oh, definitely. Those are the two. I can't think of the name right this second, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be so upset because I can't think of her name. Can you think of the only person that has been in, and she wasn't in the most recent, but in every series, every movie until the last ones? Do you know who that one person was and what their relationship was to Roddenberry, who many call the creator? Because he created the world, right? And I actually did a mini book of Star Trek, and I took the character of, this is awful. McCoy. Very true. Exactly. She was in even the pilot. She was in the pilot. She was the only person that was in everything. I don't think she was around or did not do the last, but she was in everything. I can't, her name's out of my mind. I can't think of it. But I wrote a book where a character that I had created, and I used the character. I was a member of a ship, a crew member of a ship here in Lexington. I don't know if you knew about the ships, but in a lot of towns, the fandoms created these cruise ships, and I was on one of the cruise ships. And my character, he had a... Oh, yeah. This is what it looks outside my window. I showed you the other day. I did a short on the news. This is today. Not a bit of snow. Everything is gone. I'll have to look and see what it is here. If I do that, I'll lose my connection. But I haven't been outside, but I know it's much warmer than it was this weekend. So yeah, I was saying, I created a whole booklet. Now, I never did a Dungeon Dragon, but I mean, I was a crew member, and I wrote a book, which was a mini book, where there was a character that they mentioned, but they never said anything about, and never really developed it, and it was a child of McCoy's. And so I took on the character of that child and weeded myself in, and there was a marriage that people just barely mentioned, and I was able to include that in the child, and I developed out that character, and actually got it published in the fandom books. So really cool about that. I love Star Trek. There's something about let me see what you said here. Oh yeah, so that's what I was gonna get at. It was my birthday, and the new Star Trek came up. So here's the most funniest thing that ever happened. I wanted to go see this movie. I wanted to go see the newest movies. And I knew it was supposed to be the back history of the OG. So I was like, oh man. But I already knew the back history, because not only was it in movies, but it was in novel form, and so I'd read all these novelettes and novels, and the characters are really worked out. So I'm sitting there, and they're doing it, and everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. From why... Oh, my brother knew every mistake that was in Star Wars. He could show you every time a button was worn backwards and everything. So he was big on Star Wars. I was Trek. Watch Star Wars. I haven't watched the newest movies. I do have Disney Plus, and I've been watching, so I'll get caught up. But I was going to say, that first movie came out with we're going to do the history of OG. I'm watching it, and nothing is right. The history is not right on any of the characters, from Spock to Kirk. I mean, Kirk was not a trouble person. Spock didn't just leave. It was just all these things, boom, out of my head, and the whole history was wrong. And I'm sitting there going, this is wrong. Let me see what you did. Oh, okay. Let's see. That would have made me upset if they'd done something like that. Because that's what happened to Star Trek. I'm watching this Star Trek, and they got Captain Kirk doing things wrong. They got McCoy doing things wrong. Everybody's doing something wrong. Oh yeah, Twilight Zone. I'm in sci-fi fanatic, and So you should see my friends. I'm sitting there and I'm like yelling at the screen. It's me, my. Oh no. Oh, this is what's going on. I'm watching the movie and I'm at the movie theater and I am decked out in a crew member outfit. The only person there in a crew outfit. I've got my insignias, I got my badges on, decked out. And I'm watching this going, that's a lie. That's not true. That's a lie. That's not true. Then the end of the movie comes up. Yeah, true. They did have some ones that was like, whoa. Well, that's what, then if you watch that first one, when they switched and put the OGs up, all of a sudden, at the end of the movie, Spock comes out, and you realize that he has changed history, that Spock changed the past by changing the future. And I'm sitting there at this, now I've yelled at the screen the whole, there's almost a flood. It's like, that's not right. Coy didn't do this, and that's not right. And my family is dying because it's me, it's me, my spouse, 2 grandchildren, and our best friend, and one of the son-in-laws. And I'm going off through the whole thing. That's not right. That's not right. That's not true. That's not true. So we get to the end of the movie, and they were like, shh, shh. I never watched that. Well, I guess I did watch Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, I did watch it. There's so many good sci-fis from the past. Yes, Monsters, The Addams, love those too. And so I was going to tell you what happened at the end. So the yelling going through this whole movie. I get to the end and they show what Spock's done and altered the universe. I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. This was genius. Roddenberry would be proud of this. This is ingenious. They were able to create Star Trek, to further Star Trek from a point where Star Trek was ending, and everybody was sitting there in that theater, and they probably ready to kill me. It was kind of cool. And Star Wars, Star Trek. Oh, I love Alfred Hitchcock. See, we need to get together and do a sci-fi weekend. That would be fun. Do a Comic-Con or something like that and go to one of those. I'm trying to think if there's anything like that that would be neat for them to do in Gatlinburg. Is setting up a place that was just sci-fi, like Star Trek, Star Wars, just like toys or something, where you could go and watch it. That's what I'll have to do. I'll open a sci-fi center. Oh, people moved away from us. Which one? I was trying to read what you wrote then. Oh, God. Whenever I see a flock of birds, I'm always like looking over my shoulder, so I totally understand. Totally understand. But, yeah. And, well, and you wouldn't have done good if the birds actually happened. The birds down in Gavin. No, I love butterflies. Can't stand them. And I just found out something last night. Might not be true. I don't know if you all watch Colleen Ballinger and her family. Sometimes they're hilarious. And Rachel does this thing, goes, I share internet news. Sometimes I check it. Most of the time, not fact. Yeah. So I can only take this off what Colleen said. She said that monarch butterflies are actually poisonous because they eat the milkweed, and the milkweed chemicals form a poison and to keep from being eaten, but the I got a story about there too. So about that mountain, and you'll love it too. It's funny, and I've got a video I put up about Parrot Mountain. So what they did was they took in. So what they. I was saying, I'll tell you, that Yankee in the South thing, I got a hilarious thing, and you'll laugh until you cry. So we went to. Oh, hold on just a second. Huh?
Did you say you were getting evicted?
No, I was playing. Do you want to say hi?
Who are we saying hi to?
During my live stream.
No.
You can just come over and wait.
Nope.
No, just stick your finger over and wait. Down just a little bit. There you go. This is one of my CNAs. She said, hey.
Oh, I love that.
No, I was joking. We were doing the employee of the month and the staff of the month. No, the resident of the month and the staff member of the month. That's what we were talking about. And I was playing. They were all three take me in there, and I was saying I was being evicted. Did you think it was really happening? Were you excited? Sorry about that. Oh, okay. You all. Thank you. Yeah, I just busted everyone's bubble. I was joking around that I was being evicted. Everybody waved hello too. I was joking around that I was being evicted. People were hearing me. Felt like it there for a second. But, so we go to the Parrot Mountain. We're going to go in, right? I had 2 stories on birds, but we went to that Parrot Mountain, right? If you've ever been there, it's on the parking is like on a gradient like this. I mean, the gradient is like this, and then you have to go up like this into the actual zone. I couldn't get out of the car. We couldn't get our wheelchairs out of the car to go into Parrot Mountain. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. The way it was done, the gradient was just, I don't know how older people can get in there. No wheelchair person, unless they had somebody stronger than us, because it was like this, and then like this. Before you even got to where you paid up here. So we didn't even get up to where you pay. And this was the walking portion, was this part. It was like this. We gave up. Yeah. Stupid thing. You can't go up if you're disabled. It's an impossible attraction. And if you have an older person, I can't see how they get in there. It's like kids. Do I need to turn this? Do I need to go out of here? Okay. So anyhow, that's what happened there. It's so funny. Well, you would love, if you go back and look, if you go back to the NTL vlogs, family meetup, it's on this channel. Go back and look at my parrot mountain. The parrots that we got, they had free ones. They had free ones that were laying across the front. And we just took pictures and got them singing and stuff. And that was our parrot mountain. Free. That's the way we went. You know, Tampa has a great bird exhibit. Tampa has well, not Tampa, it's actually Indian Shores, Indian Rock. Well, you can go to where I'm going to tell you about next. It's Indian Rock. It is the bird sanctuary. And it's like beats up on the ocean, on the beach. Well, I tell you what goes on there. Is there's tons of nests, and they don't control, it's not a controlled environment. The only the birds that are controlled are ones that have been hurt that they can't rehabilitate, like some pelicans, some owls, some owls. I think that's about all that they have in captivity. That because of broken wings and stuff, and they can't fly. And they are basically a bird sanctuary. And out the back is, I got a whole bunch of these birds. It's a birthing for a endangered bird, and I've got all kinds of pictures of that. If you go to my Florida pictures, you'll see, oh, I do too. I have a video I'm going to work on that is just going to be my eagles and my owls and my hawks that I'm going to be putting up. Alrighty. That's a good one. But at that Indian Shores, they have a great pet sanctuary. You can walk through it, and there's nests all over the trees, and there's tons of birds. And I have videos from the bird sanctuary in Florida. If you go look at my Florida pictures, there's a couple that are the bird sanctuary, and it's different ones of the birds. And if you like it, see that. Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. Another place, Tampa Zoo has a real good birding area. Cincinnati Zoo has a good birding area. Louisville has a unique place, and I don't think I put videos up of it. I don't know. I should have some pictures I should put up from it. At Cave Hill Cemetery, there's this entire, like in the back, there's a basin. And it's a creek that runs all the way through the Highlands in Louisville, all the way through Germantown. It's just a long creek. And And so what happens is every year the birds will fly in and hang out for a point in time on that water. And it's behind the cemetery, and it's like a big area, like a big basin. And most people don't know what's back there, and we go back and we check that out we were checking that out, and I've got all kinds of pictures. Heron, cormorants, all that. Or you would come to that area. And there's another really cool places outside outside Louisville, little part of Indiana. And they have, in that they have things are starting to get picked up in here. I might have to call it here in a minute. But, they also have, and there's one of the cemeteries that's close by. Every year for years, I took pictures of these nesting red-shouldered hawks. And they're nesting and their babies, and they're only never are they supposed to have triplets that survive. And they had triplets that survived, which that's just not supposed to happen. But the third egg came up so much later. The other two had left off, and the mom kept with the third one, which that doesn't really work. And so that was kind of cool to see happen. Then you took, doesn't happen. Then there's a place in... Okay, guys, listen, it's getting busy in here, and I'm going to have to jump off. It is great talking to you. And remember, sorry I'm cutting this short. There's more and more people coming in, and it's going to be hard to talk. So, you all remember, it's great. Thank you for showing up. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll have this one done so I can show you this diamond painting. And I also, hopefully tomorrow, after showing you this diamond painting, I can show you some of the canvases that I'll be using, and then I'll be painting on the small pieces tomorrow, and I'll be for the canvases. It's a blessing to talk to y'all too. Just getting kind of active in here. Bye, everybody. And I'll be on here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Talk to you later, and remember, happy abandoning.